Hey YouTube, I've just got myself some new wheels for my BJ and the Bear truck to match the aluminium wheels that are already on. I'm going to change out the stock plastic Tamiya wheels because they don't look good. And I have bought some wheels from an eBay seller called I Love Tea Time. All aluminium. The dual wheels come as one piece, and we got the clamps. We have the bolts. We have the Daytona style rims, and we have the center caps. Now they're pretty nice. We have to assemble these spiders, and we have to put in the clamps, which are really quite fiddly, but we see that we're going to run into a problem almost straight away. And you can see that we're not really going to get much of a socket on there, and they are 2mm. The Tamiya box spanner doesn't really do the job. So how do we overcome this problem? Well, quite easily. We recognise that the nut is the same size as an Allen bolt. It just fits in there quite nicely. So we can use this bolt as a socket. But the head is just too big to go in there. So how do we get this to fit this? Let me show you. So okay, we put the bolt inside a cordless chuck. And then we choose a file, which I'm going to use the main one. These are really hard files because this bolt is stainless steel. Now, of course, when you push a file, it takes off. Pulling back doesn't really take much off. So we have to make sure that the drill rotates in the right direction for whichever way we do this. Now, I used to do it in reverse, and then I can just hold that so that's going to take me quite a while. The bolt is very hard because that is stainless, so I'm going to carry on and come back to you when this is turned. Do the edges so it's not too sharp on the edge. So now, take that out, the drill away, and now we can see if we compare with two that there is a big difference. Okay, so now when we get this little nut bolt, that fits in there just nice. And then we need to find a way of holding this. Okay, so what we get is a flanged nut, which come in the Tamiya kits, and a nylock nut. And we put on the flanged nut the correct way. I'll show you why in a second. So wind that on, and then we can wind on the nylock nut. Then we can hold on to this threaded part. Doesn't matter if we pinch the thread slightly, because it's not really going to be screwed into anything. And then we can get our 6mm socket, and then we can snug that down until the end of the nylock nut is coming through. Just wind that back a little bit, because I might need to take that down a little bit, and then we can snug that in, and we have to make sure that the hex parts are aligned. Then we grip the flanged nut, keep an eye on that, and then just knit that up. So now, this is what we have. So now we have a lock nut on there. So we can put one to get us started. In there. Use this in your fingers for the start. Very fiddly. You might need some tweezers. There we go. And that one's in, just finger tight. Nothing really more than that is needed at this point. So grab that with the tweezers, lay it in there. And then with our new tool, we just simply nip them up slightly, just so they're snug, nothing too tight, they're not holding anything structural. See, I don't really use the handle of the socket driver, because I don't really need to get them that tight. And that is all of those done. Excellent. Now, let's do the other one. So okay, here we're done. All 4 wheels, all nice and snug down. Really quite good looking wheels those. And they're going to be a lot better than the stock Tamiya wheels. And I have the hubs in these which need to come off. Now I got these about 5 years ago from RC 4-wheel drive, and it comes with this little cap, like a locking wheel cap, which just fits over the hub, so we can get our socket driver on there, and we can just back that off, because that is the actual nut that holds the wheel on. It's a hubcap nut. Now I don't know where these are from. I painted these to go with the BJ and the Bear trailer. We get that other one off. So we have those 2 hubcaps. They are no longer needed. And we take off the wheels from the old stock Tamiya wheels. Might help if I get it on camera. Yeah, there we go. Very good finish on the Tamiya wheel. Now these tyres are also, I think these are about 6 years old, and they're very, very good. And I do run this truck quite a lot at the various truck meetings that I go to. So simple fit. As I say, these rims are in one piece. It's just the spider that goes in there, which is slightly just a cosmetic thing. On these standard stock Tamiya wheels, they don't really have a direction. They don't really have an inner or an outer, because it has the Tamiya branding on there. Anyway, so I just give them a little, just to make sure they are seated. I never glue my rims, never. I just never seen any real need for me to do that. I suppose if I was hauling dirt or something, then I would. Obviously, I wouldn't glue them. I have a little trick, which I'm going to show you in a second, of what I do. 1, 2. Okay, they look like they are pretty much seated on the inner and outer bead. I just give them a little pull like that, and they look absolutely ready to go. There is the spiders, the Daytonas, whatever you want to call them. That's where they are, and they fit quite well with the alloy front wheels of the BJ and the Bear truck. Look at the shine on those. They're just straight out of the box, and they are anodized aluminium, aluminum, wherever you are in the world. They are absolutely gorgeous, and so are them. Look at those. They are absolutely great. Of course you can, if you wanted to, detail these to colour coordinate with your trailer. I've painted the frame on this. The legs and everything is pretty custom. It's a little beat up in some places because I run this truck. So, some of you may see that I have moved my axles further to the back because these are usually a little bit further forward, and I'm going to show you how to do this in another video because I just think it looks a little more realistic with them being set back a little bit further to keep in with the 80s style 40-foot trailers. Curved stack tops from PMD Garden Trucking. Couple of plate is the Tamiya option part. Yeah, just a little bit of detail on this truck. I made the reefer unit myself out of a little components box. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes, I know that the K100 had round lights, but these are like buckets that I already had. So yeah, anyway, here we go. That's it. Thanks for watching.